U.S. Labor Department has released the first jobs report of President Trump's second term in office, and it shows the labor market grew in February. The U.S. added 151,000 jobs last month, slightly below economists' predictions of an additional 160,000 jobs in February. The U.S. unemployment rate ticked up to 4.1%. CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady is here in Studio 57. So, Kelly, this is the first jobs report technically under the Trump administration. I mean, do his policies contribute to the numbers that we saw in February, and how should we read this?
I mean, yes and no. We were just talking during the break, right? The Trump administration has said we don't own the economy for 6 months, but they are taking credit for this. I mean, yes, it is the first full jobs report under the administration. What I do think is interesting is they gained 10,000 manufacturing jobs. And that is something that the president was speaking in the Oval Office earlier today, touting that manufacturing is expected to expand because he's having or incentivizing a lot of companies to bring manufacturing here. I do think what is going to be interesting is this doesn't really factor in sort of the consumer sentiment, how companies may react to tariffs. Will they slow down hiring in the future? So I think, this is a good one. It's strong. It's slowing a little bit, but I'm really going to be focused on the next couple of jobs reports. As companies say, okay, maybe I might pull back.
Okay, fascinating. More than 172,000 employees were laid off last month, more than a third of which were government employees. So how are the government layoffs factoring into the job market?
So it seems, based on that report that we discussed yesterday, that, yeah, there are a lot of layoffs happening. This jobs report, we don't see that fully fleshed out yet. It's going to be the next couple of reports, basically just because of how the survey classifies and when they do the survey and sort of all the underpinnings of how that all comes together. What we did notice, though, is federal employment hiring dropped 10,000 roles. Over the past couple of months, it's been a source of growth for the job market, but we're going to see the DOGE impacts really over the next couple of months.
I got to be quick with you, but people might hear these job numbers or they might hear these DOGE layoffs and they might say, yes, this is important for the overall picture of our economy, but when are my eggs going to be cheaper? Or when am I going to feel like prices are going down? What does this mean for the overall economy, and what does this mean for the fight to bring down inflation?
So we're going to get a new inflation report next week. I think what is tough here is when you have a slowing job market, but you have inflation increasing, you are at risk of stagflation. And as the Federal Reserve decides what to do with interest rates, that is a really tough tension right now.
Okay, Kelly O'Grady, thank you.